This program is paid for by Crozier and Henderson Productions.
Hi, I'm Natalie Woods. Welcome to Hot on Homes, Dallas-Fort Worth's #1 new home lifestyle show. Let's find your new home. Now that you've decided it's time to buy a new home, where do you start? Well, first, you'll want to determine how much home you can afford and what it takes to purchase that home. Buying a new home can be easy and exciting once you know your perfect price. We'll discuss finding the price that works for you a little later, but first, let's look at some exciting new communities.
Grand Homes in Miramonte, a gateway to a world of possibilities. Miramonte is a quintessential community where inviting parks and sparkling lakes are like a natural extension of your backyard. Meticulously designed amenities allow residents to enjoy a day in the sun at the community pool or take a relaxing walk through the neighborhood gardens. At Miramonte, you're never too far from making your next favorite memory. In addition to the extraordinary amenities, Miramonte's location in North Frisco makes it one of the hottest places to live in the Metroplex.
I just love the location. You're very, very close to Preston Road, Dallas Toll, and it's very close to my work. You know, being parents, everybody is worried about their kids' education. One of the major reasons for moving to this area was that I've heard a lot of good stuff about Prosper ISD.
At Grand Homes, we love what we do. Our classic collection of homes has been engineered for enduring value, quality, energy efficiency, and style.
The first thing that I really liked about this house was that it has 2 master bedrooms, which is a great point. You don't usually see that. Then I love the kitchen, the sunroom, that breakfast area. It's so bright. You get so much sunlight. So it was just perfect for me.
Our client really liked the floor plan, the grand entrance, the incredible staircases, and the quality that Grand provided.
Family traditions that will last a lifetime in a community built for making memories. Miramonte and Grand Homes, for the moments of your life.
Live Oak Creek is located in just the awesome area of Fort Worth. We're still in Fort Worth, but we're far away. We get to drive past cows and horses on our way home from the grocery store.
Yeah, we're in the country, but not in the country at all.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to get the boys away from the bustle. I'm not a city person. I grew up in the country. And
I'm a city boy. This is our compromise. It's in the country and right next to the city.
I looked at a lot of places, knew I wanted to move back to Fort Worth. This was the very last place that we looked, and immediately I fell in love with it. The outdoors, the fact that we had walking trails, that I could see lots of land all around me. It wasn't one house on top of another house.
Living in Live Oak Creek is really enjoyable. It's really enjoyable for me now because my daughter's moved out here and I have my granddaughter with me. And we go for walks pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. The neighborhood is one thing, but having family close by makes it even better.
Sandlin did a wonderful job on my house. I had a lot of specifications and they met every expectation. They went over and above and even moved me in a week early when my house in another city sold quickly.
It's very open. It flows nicely. We have everything we need for myself and for family to visit. So it's enjoyable.
As soon as we saw the houses, we knew that this is what we wanted and this is what our home needed to be.
Exquisite architecture, a gated master plan community, value you can't put a price on. It's all right here with Landon Homes Impression Series at Lexington Country. Spacious living areas and gourmet kitchens with premier finishes are just some of the architectural characteristics to look for when you tour a Landon home. brimming with elegance, yet imbued with a healthy respect for function. Our floor plans are designed to satisfy the most discriminating homebuyer. Constructed on 55-foot home sites, Landon Homes Impression Series is expressly engineered for those looking to get high quality at the right price in one of the most desirable neighborhoods in Frisco. Lexington Country is a community filled with fun. The state-of-the-art amenity center is the nexus, where residents enjoy a wide array of activities, including use of the fitness center, a resort-inspired pool, splash area, and more. Progress in motion. It's more than a feeling. It's an experience that is shared by all who visit this thriving city. Frisco is located 25 minutes north of Dallas and filled with an eclectic blend of shopping, dining, and entertainment. Lexington Country is elated to be part of such a vibrant locale and is easily accessible off Coit Road, north of the 121 Sam Rayburn Tollway. At Landon Homes, our mission is to bring your dream of homeownership to life, and no home and community does that better than our Impression Series in Lexington Country. Come to where location meets value in one of the most sought-after neighborhoods in Frisco. Come home to Lexington Country.
We're the Sawyer family, and we found our home on Hot On Homes.
Prosper Lake on Preston is a premier Bloomfield Homes community, located near Preston Road and Prosper Trail, with easy access to Dallas North Tollway 121, with Frisco, McKinney, and Plano nearby.
Prosper ISD is recognized as one of the top districts in the entire state of Texas. One of the main advantages to living in Prosper Lake is that low property tax and no mud tax. There's lots of green space, including hike and bike trails throughout the neighborhood. We have space to spread out with 1/3 to half-acre home sites, cul-de-sacs, and even a private pond in the community. With the lot size here in Prosper Lake, we can offer 2-car garages to up to 4-car garages, oversized backyards, as well as more space between the homes.
Bloomfield Homes offers floor plans from the 2,300 square foot Carolina plan to the 5,024 square foot spacious Orchid plan with an elegant porte-cochere. We are proud to introduce our new artisan model, the Caspia. This 5-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom home is full of lavish spaces like the luxury kitchen, elegant master retreat, master bathroom with a deluxe walk-in shower, a 154 square foot closet, a laundry room complete with a convenient washing station, and an open outdoor living space. Our second model is the popular Primrose 6. This 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath home is designed for luxury with 2-story vaulted ceilings, abundant windows, classic flair, and an option for a second master suite downstairs. Plus, it has a study, game room, media room, covered rear patio, and an option for a 4-car garage. Come visit us today.
Coming up, we've got more hot new homes.
Located in Haslet, Hovnanian at Ascend at Wellington is a master-planned community convenient to Highway 287 and Blue Mount Road. Complete with a future amenity center, pool, and trails, Wellington is the perfect place to call home. Residents of Wellington will attend nearby schools in the Northwest ISD. Hovnanian knows that your home is the foundation of your family's lifestyle, and we honor the philosophy by making sure your new home meets your everyday desire. Find your future home with Hovnanian at Wellington today.
Get ready to experience life in a whole new way with Chesmar Homes in the extraordinary community of Savannah. The spectacular water park with 3 pools, 2 tall open-air water slides, and Rock Grotto is the crown jewel of Savannah. Chesmar Homes is proud to be a part of Savannah. We're committed to setting a higher standard when it comes to the quality of our homes and the home buying experience for our customers. Chesmar Homes in Savannah, growing strong together.
So
John, when it comes to first-time home buyers, what are you noticing they're looking for when it comes to technology in a home?
Voice control is the trend. It is what everybody is looking for. People want to be able to have things on command as they ask them, and almost like a personal assistant when they walk in their home. And really just the home in general is now really becoming a smart oasis. I can communicate with anything, anywhere, anytime without me actually having to go over and turn it on.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of our new clients are gravitating towards new construction, because of where technology is going.
Absolutely. Everything's plug and play with a new home. With an older home, you've got to literally tear out walls.
That gets expensive.
Very expensive. In fact, I had a client the other day that was replacing a doorbell. It was a $200 doorbell, and he ran into nearly a $1,500 cost because of all of the wiring and tearing out the sheetrock. And so when you go to a new build, you can literally just open up a faceplate on a wall, plug in the device, and then download the app on your phone, and you're ready to go.
Out here in Parker, they're keeping it country for us, which we love. We're just minutes away from all of the conveniences of the cities, shopping and eating and entertainment, yet still here in the country, so it's the best of both worlds. The reaction I usually get when I bring a client into the model home is they're just stunned by this particular design. It's as though the real estate has actually doubled when they walk in with the views, and it's just stunning.
Landon Homes at Walnut Springs at Twin Creeks is providing the ideal combination of home builder and neighborhood in which to create your meaning of home. At Landon Homes, our stylish, cutting-edge designs form exquisite living spaces that kindle inspiration and delight the senses. With highly rated schools, including a STEAM center, Allen, Texas is the destination community in North Texas. See your idea of home brought to life.
Ever wonder where the hottest communities are in your city? Here are the top 5 communities based on local home shopper activity last week. Go to hotonhomes.com to see what everyone is getting excited about. They may just be what you're looking for.
Waterscape by Huffines Communities in Royse City has it all. Uniquely crafted amenities await, as well as homes that are specifically created and designed to your lifestyle. Located in Royse City, Waterscape benefits from a great school system. Model homes are open now, and available home sites are perfectly placed to keep you connected with neighbors, friends, and entertainment. Talented home builders deliver a variety of new designs and finishes to form your ideal home. Visit Waterscape and stay a while.
Welcome to Chesmar Homes at the Preserve in beautiful Rockwall, Texas. The Jefferson model is a single-level home. It comes with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. At Chesmar Homes, we're truly setting a higher standard. All of our homes are very light, they're very bright.
What's really special about Chesmar is by them being a new builder in the community, they have products and features and standard things that they're doing for their new build homes that others don't have, and you've never seen this product. So it's pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's just dripping with luxury and beauty.
I think any clients would be attracted to this model. A lot of people like the open concept, and looking around in all the rooms in the kitchen, that's exactly what you get.
Chesmar puts a lot of options in their homes. They have great prices. You don't need to add to get the things that you're looking for in a house.
So I've lived here 3 years this March. We've got a great sense of community with the neighbors. We all get along great. We all just pitch in and help one another out.
This location is to die for. The schools are exemplary. Rockwall is a great place to live.
Rockwall has so much to offer. We're 5 minutes from the lake. We also have the Harbor District. It's so much fun to drive around when you're working all day and be able to see the lake. It's like you're on vacation. It's a great recreational city to live in.
If you're looking for a new home this year, definitely stop out and see how we're setting a higher standard and why we're selling so many home sites.
I've been looking for homes, existing homes, for the last couple of years, and never did see anything that had fit my fancy. And I did a lot of research on Grand Homes and their construction. Very, very impressed with their energy package. Example, they do 2x6s instead of 2x4s, a radiant barrier, everything. Even the brick, the Acme brick they use, it was totally different from a lot of the other builders. So I was very impressed with that part. Then we came out to Wilmeth Ridge, and as soon as I walked in the front door, I knew this was home. And this is where I wanted to be. And with the lot and the model itself and the construction, I thought, well, this is just a perfect match.
Some of the new construction builders that we'd spoken with and met with, there wasn't any flexibility. The floor plans were laid out a certain way and you couldn't change anything. It was kind of a take it or leave it situation. When we came out here to Grand, we wanted to extend patios and add balconies and move walls and add doors and change doors, and they were very flexible in terms of taking a plan that they have come up with and designed, it's something that they sell, and letting us kind of make it our own to work for Jim.
I just retired here just a few months ago, and something I'm looking forward to is being able to enjoy life. And this home I'm looking at here in Wilmeth Ridge is what I wanted to enjoy life. I have a patio and also have a balcony, and I look forward to the day I can just sit out there and look at the sunset and enjoy life.
While the price of new homes usually range from the low six figures to several $1,000,000, most home buyers get a loan. So the price of the home and the monthly cost of the home are two very different things. Depending on the interest rate, new home monthly payments range between 0.75% to around 1.15% of the purchase price. You'll also have to add insurance and local taxes to get the final payment. We'll look at down payment later, but first let's check out this community.
If you're looking for a community that has everything you could ever imagine, for close by hiking, shopping, beautiful lakes and state parks, then you need to come out and see Sandlin Homes at Westchester Crossing.
It's tucked away, it's not in a really congested area. You're close to still shopping, close to the major freeways. You got the lake across the way from you, Joe Pool, but you're still in a quiet, quaint community.
Westchester Crossing is an enclave community with only 72 opportunities to live here. This community is going to be very close, almost like small town living.
This model home is a beautiful home, as you can see. It's called the Chesmar. It's a J-swing. It's a 3-bedroom. It can be a 4. It can also be a 5. It has some different options as far as structural features that we can add to this particular home.
What I really think is unique about this model is the attention to detail, the high archways and the rounded sheetrock that they use. My favorite part would be the kitchen. It's really an open concept and just really awesome, and I'd love to cook here.
Sandlin Homes is a fantastic home builder to work with, and from the time that I've taken my clients to select their floor plans all the way to close, the experience has been fantastic.
In today's environment, everyone is demanding that they get what they want, and they want it exactly how they want, and that's what we try to do. We have enough options to where a customer can truly customize their house and truly make it their own.
I'm looking forward to seeing you all to come out here at Westchester Crossing and let Sandlin Home build your dream home.
Coming up, we've got more hot new communities.
Looking to transform your outdoor living space? The Acme Brick Showroom is more than just a wide selection of quality brick. It's a one-stop shop for your dream backyard. Our showroom features countless products for outdoor living life. From fire pits to full outdoor kitchens, the Acme Brick Showroom is your destination to take your home project from concept to completion. Visit with one of our experts today and let us help you realize the full potential of your home. Go to brick.com to find a showroom near you.
We're here in Mansfield's newest community, Dove Chase, quiet community with oversized home sites. Homes are a great value here in the city of Mansfield. We've got a premium location, one of the top school districts, lakes, parks to golf courses, and you get a lot for your money. Our floor plans are perfect for families. We've got versatile designs with the Carolina 4 and the Hawthorne 2 featured here in Dove Chase. Dove Chase, quiet community with oversized home sites.
Ever wonder where the hottest communities are in your city? Here are the top 5 community videos watched by local home shoppers last week. Go to hotandhomes.com and take a look at these amazing communities and beautiful videos.
I'm Deidre Woodard, and welcome to Homeschool, where we answer viewer questions about all aspects of the home buying process. Rona writes, conventional loans seem like a simple type of mortgage. Are they really that simple? Well, Rona, conventional loans are the most popular loan in the U.S. This type of loan is not offered or secured by a governmental agency like the VA, FHA, or USDA, but rather are available through or guaranteed by private lenders like banks, credit unions, or independent mortgage companies. Conventional loans under $424,000 can be guaranteed by one of 2 government-sponsored agencies, Fannie Mae, the Federal National Mortgage Association, or Freddie Mac, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation. If you have a question you'd like answered on Homeschool, send us a message on Facebook or Twitter. I'm Deidre Woodard, class dismissed.
Perfectly situated in Celina, Texas, the community of Sutton Fields is where Sandlin Homes exceeds expectations, one home at a time. In Celina, you'll love experiencing life in a small city with big dreams. Children attend prosperous schools and residents enjoy limitless opportunities to explore the outdoors. Sandlin continues their tradition of home building excellence by specializing in floor plans designed to bring people together. Sandlin Homes, our family building for yours since 1957.
We found a Grand Homes, and the second we walked in the door, remember, we knew.
We knew this is home.
Yeah, the search was over.
With Savannah, the community just blew us away.
Yeah.
It seems as if when you step into the community that you're stepping into a family park.
I would by far recommend Grand Homes to friends, family, people I don't even know.
100% because it was stress-free, and in the future, if we buy another house, it will be with Grand Homes.
So here at Merion at Midtown Park, you are literally located in the heartbeat of Dallas. It is the closest new luxury, single-family, detached community to downtown Dallas. You cannot get closer than this, being off of 75 between Walnut Hill and Meadows. You're also close to White Rock Lake, so for your runners, your bikers, your joggers, your walkers, you've got those options close by.
You know, I love this area because it's so close to everything. You can move in here, you got basically a maintenance-free community, and you're close to all the things you love to do, the arts, fabulous medical community close by.
Let's face it, everywhere in Dallas and Fort Worth has locations for dining and shopping nearby. But here at Merion at Midtown Park, it is the epicenter of all of those high quality shopping and dining locations that you could find, like Park Lane, North Park Mall.
North Park Mall, how far is that from here?
2 to 3 minutes.
Oh,
Too easy.
I love it. So, you know, a lot of people just say, I haven't heard of Chesmar. Well, you're going to want to hear about Chesmar because this is a company that's really dedicated to service. The finish out is fabulous, honestly. The quality is very high. There are a lot of choices for the buyer, but we love it because, like, for example, we're in Midtown. So it makes sense if you're going to have urban, refined living that you're going to go up. Check it out. What's over here? Look at that door. Oh, yeah.
It's an elevator.
It's an elevator.
How cool.
Call it, use it. It's as easy as that.
If you're looking to buy a new home in Preston Hollow, Lake Highlands, or Lakewood, you have to come check out this new luxury community.
A world of beauty and convenience awaits you inside the gated Landon Homes community of Richwoods. Richwoods is a unique neighborhood where residents relax, rejuvenate, and reconnect. The robust array of amenities transforms Richwoods into something more than a community. It's a resort. The 4-acre amenity center comes complete with a stately clubhouse, well-appointed fitness center, and a spectacular pool with a 3-looped water slide that makes summer a time to treasure. An outstanding education close to home is another reason families choose to live in Richwoods. Children attend the highly acclaimed Frisco ISD, with Vandervinter Middle School within walking distance of the community. Looking for something fun to do? Frisco is the place for you. A wide selection of shopping, entertainment, sports, and more, all within a short drive of your front door. It's no wonder Frisco is one of North Texas's hottest areas. At Landon Homes, we style our floor plans around your life. Our visionary architects work with energy experts to create homes that are both beautiful and eco-friendly. Richwoods also features John R. Landon Homes of distinction. These homes reflect the wants and needs of North Texas's most discriminating home buyers like you, and surround you in luxury and comfort. Our model homes are open every day to tour. Come by and experience the Landon difference in Richwoods, your gateway to dreams fulfilled.
Do you like looking at videos of local new homes? Well, at hotonhomes.com, you'll find the biggest library of new home videos. It's like visiting the community, only easier. And everything is right at your fingertips. Visit hotonhomes.com, click and play.
Lakeway Estates is Bloomfield Homes' newest community in Grand Prairie. We're surrounded by core property, so lots of trees. There's only 57 home sites, so it's a very private feeling community. The home sites can also accommodate 3-car garages. Mansfield ISD is one of the top districts in Dallas-Fort Worth. The community is just a few blocks away from Lake Ridge High School. Grand Prairie, Mansfield, and Arlington are all interlocked right here in this area. You've got access to 287 into Fort Worth, 360 tollway that takes us north to both Highway 20 and the George Bush tollway. You get into downtown Dallas in 30 minutes. The community is located right next to Joe Pool Lake, so you can get over to the Lynn Creek Marina and get out on the lake for all the recreational activities. Bloomfield Homes features 2 very luxurious model homes here in Lakeway Estates. We have our brand new Primrose 6 model home, as well as the Magnolia 2 model. The Magnolia 2 is a large, spacious 2-story home, has up to 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. There's also an option for a game room, media room, as well as a second master suite. The Primrose 6 is a floor plan that can go up to over 4,400 square feet. It's available as both a 1-story home or a 2-story floor plan. Soaring ceilings is definitely a highlight of this home. Huge kitchen and the master bathroom to die for. One of the bedrooms on the first level features its own ensuite bathroom, which is great for multi-generational families or friends and family coming to visit from out of town. Lakeway Estates only has 57 home sites. You gotta come out and visit us today.
So how much money should you put down on your new home? Most people can afford a home priced at 3 times their annual household income. If you have little or no debt and can put 20% down on your new home, you may be able to afford a home valued at 4 times your annual income. Finally, you'll need to show the bank a solid employment history. It's always a good idea to start working with a mortgage company as soon as possible on your purchase so they can make sure you're getting the best deal on your new home. Well, that's it for this week. Happy home hunting.
Hot on Homes is brought to you by Acme Brick, the best thing to have around your house. This program was paid for by Crozier & Henderson Productions.